Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the call. This is the Women in Tech panel discussion, post which we'll have top 25 teams announcement. We still have 2 more minutes to go, so we will wait and then we will start the discussion. Great. I think we have good amount of students here. We have more than 170 participants, and more students will keep on joining us. We will record this session. We are also live streaming it so that everybody can see it. In case they're not able to join it, they can see it later also. And we'll share the recording also offline over the WhatsApp group as well as over email. Without spending too much of time, I just wanted to check if we have all the panelists and the moderator from WWT. If we are, we all have cameras on so that I can see if everybody's present? I see Savita is there. Yeah, I think we all
Yeah,
have.
I think let's give just a minute. I don't know if Veena is yet to log in. She's just reached out to me.
I
Uh,
joined, Sita.
yeah,
Yeah,
John. Okay,
thank you.
okay.
Okay, great, great. So yeah, as we see, more participants are joining in. So yeah, once again, thank you so much. It's 6:30 p.m. I know it's very difficult to make time during the evening, but again, thank you so much, especially the WW team, to take your time out of your busy schedule, and all our students to take your time out of your education period also while you're studying, preparing for your exams. Thank you so much for joining. This has been an amazing journey for us. It has been more than a month. We have seen so huge participation from you guys. We have seen some amazing ideas. No doubt, like there were so many good ideas. It was difficult for the team to finalize 25 ideas, which was very short list, I know, but something we had to practice. So over to Unnati. I would rather let her take it off.
Sure. Thank you so much, Vaidehi. Good evening, everyone. I'm Unnati Hivani. I'm also a fellow college student. I'm pursuing my education from Lady Shri Ram College. I was given the lovely opportunity to spend my summer at Worldwide Technology as a consulting intern, and it's truly an honor to be moderating today's session. So, our theme, which is from passion to profession, women navigating leadership and AI driven change, it reflects a powerful revolution that's reshaping the future of work and leadership. It's more than just career progression, it's about how women are turning their passions into purpose and their purpose into impact, especially in this world that is increasingly influenced by artificial intelligence and digital transformation. So, women, we just make up 28% of the global tech force, but women are entering, women are not only entering this field, they're also redefining it despite making that small chunk of the pie. They're leading with empathy, building inclusive cultures, and driving innovation that is both human centric and future ready. As AI continues to transform how we live, how we hire and lead, the need for authentic, adaptive, and purpose driven leadership has never been more urgent than today. Women are stepping into the space with clarity and courage, navigating complex systems and breaking barriers, and shaping the future of technology with a deep sense of responsibility and vision both. Today, we are joined by four such exceptional women who embody this very journey that is so difficult to undertake. We'll be exploring how they've navigated the various challenges that came into their way, how they embrace the AI driven shifts in today's world, and how they also manage to stay rooted in what truly matters. all while inspiring the next generation to lead with both heart and strategy. Now we'll begin with a set of introductions of our panelists. Firstly, Savita Gowda, the Director of Human Resources. Everyone, please join me in welcoming her, as she is a seasoned HR leader with over 24 years of experience across global corporations and startups as well. She currently serves as the Director of Human Resources at Worldwide Technology India, where she leads strategic human resource initiatives and champions diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Savita has held key leadership roles at organizations such as Infosys, Via, Theorem, and Unilock. Her work has made a lasting impact across various different companies, whether it's Germany, United Kingdom, United States, Australia, Philippines, Indonesia, United Arab Emirates, and Singapore. She's known for building high performance teams, driving succession planning, and shaping inclusive people first cultures. You all would be delighted to know that her contributions have earned her the CEO Club Leadership Award, recognizing her influence in the HR domain. Outside of work, Savita is passionate about Vedic literature, leadership development, and finds inspiration in long walks and in raising her two teenage daughters. We're glad to have you with us, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next, we have Veena Venugopal joining us on the panel. Veena, she brings over 13 years of rich experience in operations and client engagements, having worked with several of the big four accounting firms. She holds an MBA in operations management and in 2023, 2 years ago, made a successful pivot into the IT sector. She now serves as a strategic engagement manager at Worldwide Technology, where she focuses on building client relationships and driving delivery success. Outside of her professional life, Veena is a dedicated mother to two boys, Dhruv and Pranav. She's very passionate about personal development, often diving into self help books and mindfulness podcasts. In her downtime, she enjoys cooking and cherishing quality time with her family. We're delighted to have her insights on the panel today.
Thank you. Thank you, Nati.
Up next, we also have Gitanjali Bhatia, who is a highly skilled data engineer with 9 years of in depth experience in the data domain. For the past 2.5 years, she's been making a very significant impact at Worldwide Technology, where she specializes in transforming complex data into actionable insights that support a lot in strategic decision making. Gitanjali is known for her ability to bridge the technical depth with business value, constantly delivering practical solutions that also drive measurable outcomes. She's committed to continuously expanding her technical expertise to stay ahead in this ever evolving field. We're looking forward to hearing her insights today.
Thank you, Nati.
And our next panelist is Priya Rani Sardesai, who brings over 17 years of experience in the IT industry with deep expertise in talent acquisition, HR compliance, campus hiring, training, and employee engagement. Priya holds a master's in personal management from Pune University and a bachelor's in commerce from Goa University. She began her career with Zenith Management Consultants and has since contributed to leading organizations, whether it's Kelly Services, Persistent Systems, and Zensker Technologies. Currently based in Goa, Priya manages her personal life with her family life. She's married to an IT professional and is a proud mother of two. Outside of work, she's passionate about gardening and finds joy in nurturing her plants. We're excited to hear her advice and insights on today on navigating leadership and change in this ever-evolving world of talent and technology.
Thank you, Nati.
Yeah. With this, we're so excited to have such exceptional women on the panel today. And my first question is towards Gitanjali. So, Gitanjali, since you've been doing data engineering since 9 years, can you tell us like two different things essentially? Firstly, what is it that inspired you to pursue a career in data engineering? And secondly, what is it that kept you motivated in this field for so long?
Sure, Nati. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, my journey as a data engineering, I would say before that, I was always interested in organizing my own data, the personal data. I am a very manageable person, right? And yes, I'll not just say the management and organizational things can only be done as a data engineer, right? But I always wanted to become an engineer. So what really motivates at that time is what you study about, what you really want to achieve, right? You know more about that, right? You read about that, you get in touch with people who are already working in that domain, right? So you get to know that is it just from the outside you know that this is what you want to do, or you get the insights from somebody, some ideals of yours, or anybody in that domain who can help you with that inputs, right? Then you actually make that decision that yes, actually I want to drive my career in this particular profession, right? So that was the starting point for me as well as a data engineer. But yes, I would still say it's a constant movement. So even after becoming a DE, you need to find things which keep you motivated. What keeps you motivated? Have you chosen a right profession? Do you want to do things in the similar profession, or you are finding it kind of boring, or it's not what you have expected to do, right? So that are the things which you need to have KPIs for, that keeps to be checked every time you are working on that. So what I personally check on, what motivates me is my work making me happy? Is what I am doing is something where I can see the fruits also, right? Right? I am delivering things. Is it just for I have given a task, I have to complete it on time, it has to be done with care, it has to be sustainable and all. So in data engineering, the major part is we create pipelines, we work on data, and our focus is from our data, we give some insights to business, which is actually helping them, which is actually helping adding the value to the business. It is not always the cost factor that your revenue of the business has increased, or your just the end of year costs have increased, right? It's sometimes it's the class, it's the value addition, it's how better they are doing in business, maybe even after spending more money, right? So all that calculations that yes, what you are working in is actually delivering value to somebody, to something, that keeps you motivated. Plus in data engineering, there are so many technologies these days that you never get bored. So it's not just 10 things you become expert at and that's the end of story. No. Every month you can say there comes a new thing to your ears also, which keeps you motivated. Okay, I'm not old enough that who knows everything. I have things to learn. So yeah, that's also a real motivation in this world.
That's great to hear. I think that's also one of the merits of being involved in such an emerging field. So
Correct. Yes.
next, Savita, can you tell us a bit about your journey in human resources, especially given the fact that you're currently leading the practice in India? How did it evolve into such a great leadership role?
Yeah, thank you, Unnati. So, good evening, innovators, change makers, and of course, code queens. Welcome you all to the All India Women Hackathon WWT. I know sleep is optional for all of you, and of course, coffee is mandatory. And I think bugs are just a little bit of plot to twist in your code and to, test your intelligence to the highest. So looking back to my journey as HR, it has been a very continuous learning. One thing is very important when you're in HR field: adaptability, and of course, you should be purpose driven growth. When I started with HR, I was never in the mindset that I'm going to become an HR leader, because I came from a sales background. I was working as a sales, and then I was just shifted to HR training team. And I always thought I should go back to the sales, but then yes, eventually got stuck in HR. So my initial focus when I joined the HR team, it was mostly on focusing to understand people, how to succeed at work. And I began in operational HR activities, that is handling day-to-day tasks and like onboarding, policy implementation. very basic employee engagement. And they were actually the foundational years for me, which actually gave me a very strong understanding, how people dynamics are and the organizational behavior. And as I grew into my role, of course, I naturally gravitated towards initiatives that are a broader impact, whether it was driving employee wellness programs or supporting change management or working very closely with managers to build very high performing teams. And that's when I realized that HR is most effective when it moves from being reactive to being proactive and strategic. And over time I actually started leading cross-functional projects, and I was mentoring new team members in my team. And that's the opportunity that actually gave me, or it stepped me into the leadership roles. It was not just a designation, but it is also about your mindset. And of course, building the trust with the team members was a very important thing, and also creating that very safe spaces for feedback, and of course aligning people's strategies with business goals. So these were some of the, and most importantly, HR is not about, definitely we don't have answers for all the questions, but it's about asking the right question, listening deeply, and enabling others to succeed. And yeah, today I see my role as a very culture catalyst and a strategic partner who can anticipate future challenges, champion inclusion. Of course, experience matters, 24 years. So anticipating future challenges is like, it should be, back of your hand. And then I'm helping the organization to grow through its people. It has definitely evolved, very dramatically also over the years. It's never been a straight line. And I'm actually quite proud of with the growth, or I would say proud and very humbled with the growth that I've had. And it's the basis of compliance, you could say, for your heart transformation. Yeah. Thank you.
That's absolutely great to hear, Savita. Thanks a lot for sharing all that with us. Next, Veena, can you tell us a bit about your career? Was it also a pivot from something else to strategic engagement, or how did your journey happen? And within strategic engagements, what is it that excites you the most about your job?
Sure. Thank you, Unnati, and welcome to the crowd. I mean, um, I have started my journey in resource management in Big Four accounting firms. Around 12 to 13 years I spent in that industry. My job focus was mainly about scheduling, workforce planning, stakeholder management, and reporting and other things. Um, a lot of operational functionalities that my role involved. Usually I was very curious about outcomes and how the reports and how the engagements that we had translated into business goals and how it influenced the business goals. So definitely, I was a very curious mind. I like to understand things. I like to see the impact of how we or whatever the little things that we do in our day to day, how it's going to impact the larger goal of the organization or team as such. So staying curious definitely helped me. And one of my close colleagues, ex-colleagues, joined WWT, and WWT has a great culture and people first organization. So she had only great things to tell about WWT, and strategic engagement manager was one of the roles that came in. So I applied, and fortunately, my experiences in resource management definitely helped me and or suited the role that I am in currently. So that's how I moved into strategic engagement management role. What excites me about the role today is there's a definite intersection between people goals and business goals, and I'm in a position where I can influence that. I can help, the businesses reach their outcome as well as people reach their aspirations. So it's definitely challenging, but it's definitely fulfilling as well when you see people achieving their aspirations as well as the business is able to get the outcomes. So every day when I log in, that's what I look forward to. Helping businesses, helping people reach their aspirations. So that's what is really exciting to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to know that at the very core of it, it's all about, what makes your heart happy and what really drives you as a person.
Yes.
So,
Stay
yeah.
curious, basically.
Mm. So next, Priya, can you tell us a bit about what were your motivations that got you started in your field? And since you've spent 17 years, that is a good amount. That's almost 2 decades in the field. Have you noticed instances where you saw your experience contribute actively to your approach at work?
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Niti. And I, first of all, would like to say thank you for providing this opportunity today. And I welcome all to the Women Hackathon. So my journey overall started almost 15 years back in IT industry, and it was in my case like I had opted for the HR option, right? So you have this like marketing, finance, and HR when you do your further studies. So that time I okay understood that okay I like to talk to people, and when you say oh, you like to talk to people, you should be in HR is what the thought used to come sort of way back. So and it was also very rare that any companies would walk in the campus to hire the HR for the HR department, right? But I was fortunate, and one of the uh, uh, student to get placed first on with the no on the first company that was on the campus that time. So it was like as a fresher, I was only carrying the bookish knowledge with me, and it was all the time the questions around me, bothering me. Uh, how am I really going to implement this bookish language into a any organization? I was totally blank that time. And of course, when you get hired into a company, you don't have any choice to make which function you're going to go and join, right? It comes to you, right? So I was also a part of the school of thought that many other individuals have a common goal of selecting a career. Like you have uh, a goal kind of like provides you personal satisfaction and have a financial stability. And with this thought, okay, I said, okay, this is an opportunity for me. I have to get into it, the HR, and then after, let's see. That's a door for me to get into the this career of my choice. And really, like initially, I was gotten into the hardcore recruitment. It's like when I say hardcore recruitment, isn't like you where the first company has really helped me to strengthen and make the foundation, the core, the base very strong for me. And then after when I climbed the next ladder into my career with the other companies, I got a chance to actually work into different departments, that is like HR compliance, training and development, campus, employee engagement, which actually provided me a platform, wider platform to actually go and talk to many people and increase my experience. So during this stint, I actually got opportunity to taste the water into different gamut of HR. And that's where I I learned and I actually evaluated. I did a SWOT analysis of my skills, the quadrants that we plot, right? And then we try and understand where you actually fit into. So I wanted to be a master of one and not the not all the functions, right? So I chose, okay, then I understood after doing this SWOT analysis, okay, Priya, you fit in well in recruitment. And that's where I really love and like recruitment because it gives me a sense of accomplishment always. And trust me, all these experiences that I've gained into different function have actually sharpened my skill. You know, that could be a trying to maintain a very clear communication. It has increased my understanding capabilities and also widened the insights to approach or to see or handle any situation very appropriately. Sorry. So all this have actually helped shaped my approach towards hiring and contribute to the company's success. So it has helped me connect the people with opportunities, with transparency in communication, a positive candidate experience. I always believe in candidate experience is paramount, being a recruiter, because that's the last closure of the loop that always has to be closed in a very proper manner with them. Because no matter whether the candidate select or not, it actually has an impact when they go out and talk about the companies. So that's where I always try to preserve that core values and the culture of the company.
That's absolutely great to hear, Priya. And especially as a college student, I know how hard it is to, firstly get placed and that to get placed on day zero. That's kudos to you for that. And it just gives me hope that, okay, again, as a young person entering the workforce, that there are recruiters like you out there who actually care about, the organization as well as ensuring that the people who enter have, have a great time and are prepared to grow. Thank you so much. So
Thank
while we're on this topic of human resources, Savita, can you also tell us a bit about how have you seen AI influencing the HR practices today? Like whether it's talent management or employee engagement, how exactly is it affecting the workforce and how do you see it evolving?
Okay. So recently, we all had been to a leadership conference in Las Vegas, through WWT, and the discussion or the theme was mostly on AI. So while I was sitting in the conference, there's so much discussion about AI, 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 AI. So I took out my mobile and went to the chat GPT and I said, how to future-proof my job, you know? And well, it responded saying, have you considered learning prompt engineering? So yeah, that's the only way I can improve my job in WWT. But yeah, coming to your question, AI is becoming a very powerful enabler across the HR value chain. Like for example, when you look at recruitment, we're seeing AI tools actually streamlining the resume screening, improving job matching, and also even conducting initial candidate assessment. So there is no biasness in there. And this has actually increased the speed of hiring, which has made the life, really a lifesaver for the recruiters because now they can actually spend more quality time with the candidates rather than the administrative work that they had to do, which I know being a recruiter, it's not easy because, going through the thousands of CVs that we get is not a joke. And so AI has really helped us over there. And also in the talent development, if you look, it kind of helps us to identify the skills and recommends personalized learning content for the employees, which is actually a greater tool. Probably, if I have to do a AI skill competency, ask the AI, it will definitely tell me to learn prompt engineering for sure. But yeah, so that is one thing in talent development and even in the engagement front. Um, it has helped us to, listen to the scale through sentiment analysis, or you could say pulse surveys that we conduct, feedback analytics. It gives us a very, I won't say 90, I mean, but yeah, 99.9% of the time, it's an accurate and real-time understanding of what exactly our people are feeling and Yeah, so we could go ahead and take those actions proactively and intentionally. You don't really have to wait till the end moment, trying to retain an employee when they drop their resignation. So as we look ahead, I believe AI will definitely become more integrated into our decision making and, of course, our workforce planning. Um, and predictive insights will definitely help us to stay ahead of any attrition risk, or even probably optimize our team structures, enhance the well being of our employees. But while AI gives us the speed, and intelligence, one thing is it's our responsibility to ensure, very, very important, to pair it with empathy and ethics. That's a very, very important tool. So the thing is, the human, in human resource, it cannot be automated. So I really don't have to learn prompt engineering because I am in the human resource, and you guys will definitely need me and my team members to give you that humanly touch. Yes.
Sure, that was great to hear, Savita. So, Geetanjali, coming back to you, since you are doing engineering, how do you see AI and data engineering intersecting? And do you see any new opportunities that this intersection will bring forth, especially because we have a lot of other fellow aspiring professionals here that are just, young and entering the workforce?
Sure, Unti. So I'll start with the personal thing that in your personal lives also, maybe every woman here is independent, right? They can do everything at their own. But there comes a time occasionally when you need somebody's help, right? And at that time, it's you who can decide, are you feeling you are weak, that's why you can't do that? Or it's just an opportunity that if you take help, you will do your work or whatever that task is for, right? Can be done in the most precise way. Correct. And that's the exact similar thing which we have to take it in the professional lives also. That's there no harm in using AI. It's not replacing you first thing. That I'm talking with experience. AI is not smarter than you, right? So it cannot replace you, but it can complement you. So if today I do 100% of the task, 40% of them are redundant. Why should I use my time to do that? Why not? I can teach AI that this is the redundant work because AI has that capability that for it to do the redundant work would be quicker than a human being, right? So it does all that work. Yes, it does that work quicker than a human being can, right? So take that leverage. I use that 40% of the time in doing something new, learning something new, because I have to keep that stand in this emerging world, right? I have to learn new things. If I keep on just staying on what I already know and doing better and better in that will not suffice my career journey, right? That will not help me in the long run. So yes, I do stand by that word that AI is not replacing us. AI is just helping us. And there comes time I have seen in my personal experience, and I am talking to you guys. There will be some between the line noises that AI cannot understand. It's I who can understand what Unnati wanted to say instead of what she just said, right? It's not always written on paper, the business requirements, the needs from you, the work you have to deliver, right? It might be 80% written on paper, you can deliver it to AI and it understands. But 20% the connectivity you have with your business partners, the connectivity you have with your team partners, that's not something is inbuilt in AI. Like Savita rightly said, we have to have that empathy, right? We have to give that right inputs to AI so that we can use it to its best. So use it, do not take it as your competition. Use it to make yourself better. That's it.
That's amazing to hear. I think whenever anything new comes up with that new technology, there always comes that associated fear because people don't understand it yet. So really appreciate you and Savita both clarifying that doubt for all of us that okay, it is not going to replace us in any manner whatsoever. It's just going to enhance our working. So yeah, thanks for that. Next, coming to Veena, can you tell us a bit more about in this world that is increasingly being influenced by artificial intelligence? How do you personally ensure that client engagement it remains value driven and it remains to have that personal touch to it?
Definitely. I mean, AI, like Savita and Gitanjali already pointed out, is definitely an enabler, not a substitute for us, because um, even though most of our work is involved with technology, but people who work on them are people, and they need empathy. They need those insights that a human can give versus what a technology can provide. Definitely, AI is providing insights. It's giving a lot of search results quickly, but definitely human touch is extremely important, especially in client engagement. You have to have that trust. You have to build relationships, and you have to ensure that you are actively listening to the business problems. And you have a tailored approach to each and every business problems that you're approaching. So that's something that only humans can do. I mean, AI was, like Savita said, was a very hot topic even in our conference last week. But we all concluded saying that AI is definitely helping us. I'm very keen in using AI. I'm a robust ChatGPT user, but I still feel that it can foolproof my emails. It can help me get the trainings quickly, but definitely tailoring that and putting that into a business approach, how this is going to help, and if this is really going to help, all those decision making still has to be help. I mean, it has to have empathy. It has to have a human touch. You need to understand. It cannot give you a result that you're looking for. There are a lot of ifs and buts that you need to add and think through while you're giving a business solution to a customer or a client engagement. So definitely, I feel that in our role, it's important to have empathy, and I look at AI as an enabler, definitely not as a substitute.
Yeah, I think this sentence particularly that AI is an enabler, not a substitute. I can see myself like using that in multiple conversations that really captures information properly. So thanks a lot for that, Veena. Next, Priya, can you like tell us a bit about the AI tools that you particularly use when it comes to recruitment? And since we're talking about the human touch and having empathy so much, how does that showcase itself in when it comes to hiring decisions? Like how much of hiring decisions are automated, and how much of it do you personally provide that personal touch?
Right. Um, so we use AI as a tool to enhance the capabilities, amplify, assist. Moreover, the AI insights helps or makes humans smarter and not replace them. So way back when I had heard about like okay AI is coming and our job is at risk. So that was like trauma the people had gone through. But I think rightly my peers has already said it's an enabler. It's not here to replace us. So that change we all have to accept, right? And also work towards how actually this AI can be implemented in a better way, how it can make our life easy and also help us focus onto the areas that where we have to excel. So to me, I feel emotional intelligence and the ability to connect with candidates on a personal level. These are qualities that human being carries or develop, right? Machine cannot replicate it. It's very hard to code on these aspects, right? So, in real opportunities, where this AI can be used is like majorly with respect to offloading the repetitive task or time consuming task. In recruitment perspective, we heavily use this AI, which is currently also we are into automation phase as well. And I had got an opportunity into the previous organization where we had already implemented or changed onto uh, the recruitment platforms that we were using to help on reducing this repetitive task or time consuming tasks. It's like majorly, especially in recruitment areas, is like bulk parsing of the profiles, right? Because we get so many applications on a daily basis. It's more than 100. It is impossible for a human being to handle very heavy uh, applications, right? So then after, it also helps us in filtering the profiles as per the role that has been defined. So it actually gives us the okay. So once we create the job, right, and the applications flows in, AI actually gives a percentage how much this profile is actually fit for this particular role. And then after it puts out maybe 25% feeds, 50% feeds, 75%, and then we have to give a preference to the first uh, highly matching profiles and contacting them to have that human touch. So human touch comes only when we go and talk to them, right? It also helps us, as I said, it actually helps us screening at a scale, right? Then after, it also helps in scheduling and coordination. So scheduling in terms of like I can select multiple candidates and send them the invite at the same time. Also send them the reminders in the form of notifications. May it goes onto their phone or it may go to their emails. So these are the different areas it has helped us. Also, it has helped us in talent mapping. Like I have a huge data with me. I know maybe for the last 3 years, last 2 years, it actually helps me to sit down and work on that data to analyze in a very better manner to tell me what kind of uh, candidates we are hiring, for what skill, what experience range, for what period that comes in. So it helps me to actually proactively be ready for the future ask. And it also helps in to some extent into the performance metrics, like the kind of the previous hires that we had in the company, what kind of the role that we have hired them for, what refinement is needed with the current market trend. So so to me, all this AI that provides us the insights are do help the human being to make decisions, but these decisions cannot dictate human, right? So while tools can automate tasks, analyze data at a scale, but I believe empathy, I agree with one of my colleagues who's also mentioned about the empathy, intuition, cultural awareness are really hard to replicate and code. And this is where we human recruiter comes into picture to build that relationship with the candidates and bring that empathy to the moment. So I think these are all few touch points that we always carry. And there are few, and all this data plus our human interaction have helped human being, that is a recruiter here, especially since you pointed out the recruitment, how it happens. So has actually helped us to retain the candidates. That's where we say the hiring ratio, right? And also, we come into picture when we have to actually sit and work on the judgment in a very empathetic manner, or have a conversation with the uh, candidates, right? To the point to help them to negotiate and to understand where they're coming, how this company would help them in their career aspiration to reach to that decision. So I feel AI has really played a very valuable role in this regards in recruitment.
Thank you so much for elaborating and explaining it to us so nicely, Priya. So, and thanks to all four of you for so properly explaining your insights into how does, artificial intelligence actually look like when you're working in a company? How does it actually affect your day-to-day workings, your day-to-day tasks? Next, I this is a question for all four of you. Since we're also talking about us as women, right? As women, we face so many additional roadblocks that come in our way that hamper our what is supposed to be a smooth career progression. And we're already dealing with so many of these like biases, all of these roadblocks that exist from the past, that come from these past inequalities. But in today's age, we also have the future, which is AI, which is all of these evolving technologies. So in this, landscape where you have past inequalities, future, like technologies to look forward to, what is one advice that all of you would like to give this next generation of professionals that are preparing and going to enter the workforce? So yeah, this one piece of crucial advice that you would want to give. Veena, can we start from you? What would you like to advise us?
Yeah. So from my journey, from most of us here, I think I heard from Savita as well. We all know that the career path is not a straight path. So definitely don't be afraid to pivot. Uh, Stay curious, remain adaptable. Like whatever new things are coming up, just approach it with positivity, and you never know where these roads take you. So definitely have a good network within your friends group, within cross-functional teams when you join the workforce, because this definitely provides a lot of insights. Savita moved from sales to HR. I've moved from RM to strategic resourcing. So definitely, I don't look at career as a linear path. I definitely feel that having pivots, took me to a more fruitful place where this definitely aligns with what my long-term career aspirations are. So so definitely have that network, be adaptable, be ready for change, and stay curious. I think that's very important, because the moment you feel redundant, then there's very minimal scope for growth or happiness there. So having these networks will definitely support you in the long term. So yeah, stay curious. That's all I would say.
Thank you. Now, keeping the time in check, Savita, do you have any nuggets of wisdom for us?
Yeah, actually, this question is a very powerful question. The advice that I would actually give every one of you, all the youngsters out there is be very curious. Always stay curious and never stop learning. Okay. And what actually sets you all as a successful professional, apart from the others is how quickly you can actually adapt to the new environment, new culture, new technology, and how quickly you can unlearn the things also, because that's very important. You have to unlearn to learn new and to grow. So just remember that your degree or a title, it will just get you started, but the willingness to take that risk or to stretch yourself, because it is scary. It is very scary, because I was moving from sales to HR because my father said, don't do sales. You don't have to do door to door sell, when it was a corporate sale, but my father said it's a door to door selling. And when I had to move to HR, it was a very, it was scary for me because I was more in negotiation and things like that. But then this is something about, you have to have a lot of empathy, patience, listening skills. I mean, I was like, do I have all these qualities, right? I took that risk. I stretched myself, and look where it got me. It got me in the right place. I evolved myself. So only when you stretch and take that risk, because 90% of the people talk, only 10% actually action it or take that risk. So be in the club of that 10%. Okay. So take that, and that's where the growth really happens. And best leads need not really come from your straight line. It can be from your lateral moves, or maybe even your passion projects. Maybe something like you must be doing engineering, but then there's a hobby that you are very passionate about. You can become successful in that hobby, right? And very important, remember this, okay? Failure teaches you more than actually the success. Okay, so the more number of times you fail, don't be disheartened. Only thing you need to go back and check is, why did I fail? How do I go back and correct it? Because that is what is going to get you the maximum, satisfaction, and also that passion in your work. And yeah, just stay very curious. Very important. Be very, very grounded. Being humble and staying grounded is the most important thing as you grow higher in your hierarchy. And keep moving forward. That's it.
Thank you so much. Now over to you, Gitanjali.
Thanks, Unnati. But yes, I will also reiterate the same words that a person should be capable to learn, unlearn, and then relearn. So we people find it hard that whatever we have learned is accurate, right? Whatever we have done, we have that experience, we have seen that that has the success ratio, right? But with time, the different things have different success ratios, right? Even 6 months back, what was successful might be a failure today, right? So be very open to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So that's the thing which I personally do. And one more thing is, with your experience, you get senior in your roles and all, right? Never be hesitant to learn from a junior as well. They are
Yeah.
coming with new techs. They do not know the old tech. They are starting with the old techs, right? So maybe there is that unlearn bridge for you, but they do not have that, right? So they'll give you the right advice. You can learn multiple things from them, right? Even they can tell you that this is what is going on currently. I know many of us already know that, but yeah, there's no harm in learning from a junior. Never take that as you have experience, you are senior, so you know better, right? It's never that. So with time, uh, I always go by that saying that it's not the person who knows the hottest skills of today. It's the person who is always ready to sit and then navigate through what opportunities are coming in future, right? Take that change, embrace that change, right? And stay happy in whatever you have, right? And whatever is coming to you, take it as an advantage, even if, like Savita said, even if it is failure, there must be something you can do in that. Maybe it's a personal change, maybe it's a professional change, maybe it's just more efforts from your end, right? So everything, you just learn from it. That's it.
I think one thing that's being reiterated across all four of you is the importance of having a positive attitude towards learning. That,
Correct.
okay, when you wake up in the morning, you should be open to learning new things, to educating yourself. That is what also drives that curiosity. So, really glad to have that and other things.
Yeah, I
Today.
have to learn prompt engineering now, so I'll get in touch with all the coders.
Yeah. Now, Priya, what advice do you have for us?
All right. I really don't have a very different or separate advice because I see it like Savita Geet has already covered the actual core values that we, uh, not at WWT only, but as a human being that we carry always, right? What I say is like, when I was small, I used to feel, okay, people are going to office, they are, they're making money on their own and they're chill. Okay, so I'll get a good time after that. Like once I get job, I have money. Okay, I'll then done. I don't have to learn anything, right? But no, when I actually reached into the phase, I'm still learning. I was okay. Maybe retirement will give that good stop in your learning phase. But I'm seeing my parents, I'm seeing my in-laws. They still learn daily somewhere or the other thing, and they tell us, okay, this is the new thing that I've learned. So learning is something which never stops. And whenever you're getting something to learn new, please take it, right? So, and that's where my colleague said it rightly, embrace change. So since childhood to our lifelong journey, it's changing, and change is something what we say, it's constant, right? So yes, please adapt to the change, accept, and please keep learning. And one thing that I always see now with the Gen Z, especially when I interact with my kids, I always see that never put yourself into a box. Think out of the box is very important. And if you're stuck somewhere, go and speak to somebody, clear your doubts, not only on the online, but talk to the person who is experienced. Because experienced person can actually flow or pass on the real experiences that they had in the past, right? Listen to the leadership talks. That will really help how the person has, what is that the person has helped to make a change or difference, right? So listen to those and speak is what I would say. Don't sit with the difficulties, speak. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much, Priya. Now, the last question again for all four of you. It's a rapid fire, question. So, in just one word, how would you describe your professional journey in just one word? Starting with you, Veena.
I would say evolving because I'm still finding ground. So yeah, evolving.
Great. What about you, Savita?
I would say it's resilient.
Okay, a quick elaboration on that.
So, your journey, like I mentioned, it's never a straight path. And being in HR is not a straight path. It's managing the EQ and IQ of everyone. And each one of them come at different percentage. So you really have to ensure that you know how to approach them. So it's not an easy challenge. I mean, it's not an easy journey for us. It is quite challenging because everyone, like I mentioned, the EQ and IQ percentages are different. So yeah,
Got
I
it.
would say so every day is overcoming challenges for us sometimes. Yeah.
That does sound quite challenging, actually, and would keep you on your toes quite a
Yes,
bit.
it does. It does.
Yeah. So, Priya, what's your one word? I think you're on mute. I can't hear you.
For me, it is perseverance. It's like there is no stop. Go on. Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Gitanjali?
I guess all our words are in sync with whatever we have answered in the last question, right? So mine would be dynamic. You can take it boundless, right?
Hmm, got it. All
Too
right.
much
Thank
change.
you. So, as we come to the end of the panel discussion, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to all four of you, our incredible panelists, for sharing such powerful stories and powerful insights. And especially as a young person, especially as a woman who's also entering the workforce, I was inspired by not just your journeys, but also I think your manner of speaking, because all four of you you just seem to be so passionate about what you're doing. You seem to be by personality so open to learning, also from juniors, as Gitanjali mentioned, and like also teaching us humility from the get-go. Thank you so much for just like reiterating all of these very important lessons in us. So yeah, So, and as we especially reflect on today's conversation, which is about women navigating leadership and AI driven change, like you've illuminated the strength, the resilience, and the purpose that different women can bring to this world of technology. So you've all shown us what it means to lead with authenticity, with genuineness, with true passion in this space that's constantly being shaped by innovation and by transformation. And another thing to nicely see is that how all four of you are mostly on the same page, because it is the same guiding principles that drive success. It's also great to see how, by continuously uplifting each other, by keeping, as Veena said, keeping your network strong, keeping that in touch, we can also move closer to a technology landscape where every voice is heard, and all of us have ambitions that has room to grow as well. So yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this important dialogue. Now, with that, I would hand over to Vedahi to take us forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Unnati. There was amazing questions. I couldn't resist. Sometimes I wanted to answer too, but yes, all the panelists, like it was amazing to see your answers, hear you guys, and you guys are the landmarks where we would like to reach in the career. Even our participants who are here, you are an inspiration for those participants, for all the girls. And in the background, I've been getting these messages that when I'm releasing the top 25 teams. So without any delay, I'll just walk through the next slide where we have our top 25 teams. So I hope at least one of the team members are there for these 25 teams. No, just go through your names. We will also share this over email and the WhatsApp so that you will see the final teams. Just so that you don't have confusion, we have the IDs as well as the team name. In case there are duplicate team names, the ID is a unique ID which will help you differentiate your team. The team name is there who submitted the idea, and the next description or the next set of steps will be shared tomorrow. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. we are having a kickoff. You will get all the details over the email. All the 25 teams are expected to be there. You will be given instruction on what is expected for the next round. You will also get one-on-one mentors. So from WWT, we have 15 mentors who will be guiding all these 25 teams. Some of the mentors will be guiding two teams, some of them will be guiding one team. But throughout your submission period till July 10th, you will have those mentors helping you to create your project. All the template, all the next steps, all the criteria will be shared with you over email. So stay forward to it. You will get an email from Tina. One more thing, all these 25 teams, we will create a Discord channels for these specific teams. It is requested. We will keep these team channels open. So as soon as you go to the team server for this particular hackathon, you will see your team names in that channel. Please join your respective team names. So the team name is basically a unique ID. So the Discord, you will see unique IDs. So let's just say AIWN 306, you will have one channel dedicated to you. All the team members are expected to join the Discord channel through which you will get the mentors offline also, they will be able to support you. But please join our tomorrow's call at 9 a.m., which will be one-on-one mentorship via Zoom call. They will give you 30 to 45 minutes of their time to help you explain what is required for the project to be submitted. Great. Any questions? Anybody has anything you would like to share about this session also? How did you feel? Any other feedback? We are open to hear from you guys. Otherwise, we can close this call.
I think we have a question. If team is not selected, then?
Sorry?
If team is not selected, then there's a question from Riya Patel.
Oh, wait. Oh, the team is not selected. So unfortunately, these are the only 25 teams we have selected. But don't be disheartened. We have so many more hackathons coming up. And since you have already registered with us, you are in a database. We'll keep you updating with new upcoming hackathons. You'll get many more opportunities. It's not that your ideas were not good. It's just that we had limited slots. We couldn't expand our base because of the limited time period we have. So we could only cater to these 25 ideas. Please, there is nothing to be disheartened. We very well acknowledge you. Great. Just to make it more interesting, I know we had like an hour panel discussion. We had so many queries from so many questions being addressed. Just to see how active are the participants, I'll be sharing a raffle form in the chat, which is like a fun raffle form. It is good to see how attentive these students were, and also a opportunity for you guys to win a prize money. So just see the chat that I'm sharing. I am posting a message there. There are some of the questions based on the discussion that we had, and it will help us to see how attentive you guys were. So with that, we can close this call now, and looking forward to see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thank you
So
so
I would
much.
just want to say a big thank you for all of you, who have been part of this journey. Wishing each of the 25 teams all the best for the WWT Hackathon, and may the most innovative and passionate team win. Happy weekend to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
All the best.
All the very best.